Not sure, there we go, it's working. First of all, it's an honor to be here, and the people that can impact change are all of you. And I think there is really a paradigm shift in coaching, and I've been very lucky to jump on the ice 1 minute with a 5 or 6 year old, and then the next day be on the ice with a professional hockey player, and to see, I had a lot of assumptions that I had made about what people get out of sports or why they participate. And what I found, especially this last season, is that it doesn't matter if you're 25 years old and have 3 kids, or if you're a 5-year-old just starting your journey in the game, that if you love what you do and you have fun, then it's very addictive. It becomes part of who you are. And this year, when I first went on the ice with one of our American Hockey League team down in Texas, I told the coach that I'm going to run Timbit and novice activities and situations. We don't call them drills, we call them grills for games. The retention rate when you figure something out yourself is 10 times greater than when you're told what to do. So for example, I ask you, can you ride a bike? And you would tell me yes, and I would say, did your dad hire a bike riding coach when you were young? And everybody would laugh. And I'd say, well, he must have put pylons on the driveway and said, pedal 3 times with your right foot, pedal 3 times with your left foot. And again, the coach would, or the person would laugh. And so I would say then, if you haven't ridden a bike for 20 years, could you hop on a bike and ride it? Yes, I could. Well, why is that? Because you learn by doing and you learn by figuring it out. And I think one of the biggest challenges hockey associations have is providing their coaches with resources and ideas, because everyone has good intentions. The game is competitive, and sometimes we lose touch with what's happening because we're all competitive. All of us are, human nature. But we learn best when we're enjoying what we do and we're learning in a real-world situation. So Socratic randomized coaching is certainly upon us in the coaching age, and I've been really lucky to study what other sports have been doing recently and to figure out why are so many people dropping out, as John had indicated, why are so many people leaving the game. And if we can make practices fun and engaging, and we can arm coaches with resources and tools, then I think we have a better chance of being successful. So ultimately, a lot of coaches ask me when I'm teaching clinics or whatever, they ask me a lot of times, or say to me, I'm not sure what the Hockey Association expects of me as the coach. A lot of coaches feel that they're expected to win, be higher up in the standings, and that's how success is measured. But ultimately, I think, is our responsibility as hockey associations is to define winning for our coaches, because the coaches are the leaders. If the coaches are empowering our messages, which is life skills, friendships, tournaments, all of the things, if you look back on your experience in sports, none of that would probably relate to skill development. It relates to all of the other things that the great game brings to us. So just a couple other closing thoughts, and it's great to meet all the people that are here, and you haven't seen them for 10 or 15 years, and it's like, you never were apart, and that's the great thing about hockey. I'll tell a story about a team that I was coaching this year, and we went down to a tournament in the U.S., and we were 3 years younger than the participants we were playing against. And we ended up winning the tournament in a shootout. And at the end of the game, the coach, the tournament coordinator came on the ice with a microphone like this and said, would the captain of the Idaho Blizzard please come forward? And this is Pee Wee girls hockey team, and the captain skated forward and everybody clapped, and that was wonderful. And then they looked at our team and said, would the captain of the Calgary Royals please come forward? Without a hesitation, 15 little girls charged the person that was handing out the award. And the chairman looked at me, and I was standing on the bench, and he gave me the thumbs up, because our job as coaches, as leaders, is to develop all of our people. There are no captains and assistant captains. And I think my final point is that conventional wisdoms and traditionalism impact our ability to move forward sometimes, because as hockey directors, or whatever your role is in your association, we're here to develop young people. We don't coach athletes, we coach people. And if we can develop and empower young people, and it'll help them have success in their journeys and through their life, sport is such a great gift to be able to do that. And I think everyone that's here over the next day or so is going to take home a wealth of new knowledge and information that you can take back to your hockey association to hopefully improve. Because in the end of the day, nobody knows how much you know until they know how much you care. And the one motto I think I have as a coach is that I always want the players to understand that I care about them as people. They can make mistakes. ultimately, the people that fail the fastest, the quickest, our goal is to fail faster and fail more often, become the best. So at the professional level, it's all about winning. And if you can fail more and you're providing guided discovery, nobody wants feedback. So when I say to you, I want to provide you with some feedback right away, the guard goes up. Feed forward is guided discovery. Guided discovery is someone made a mistake 5 times in a row. And you don't have to point out that mistake. Guided discovery is you take them by the hand and you say, on this next one, I bet you can't do this. I don't think you can get that puck to the net. And so many times, kids lose interest in the game because of all the feedback that they're receiving. And when they studied John Wooden, one of the greatest coaches of all time, they studied his canter and what words he used, and 70% of the feedback that John Wooden provided, he's the winningest coach, has the highest winning percentage, I think, in all of sports. 70% of what he says was specific positive feedback when they studied his mannerisms. So I challenge all of you to provide your coaches with resources and tools and help them in their journey, because coaching is tough. But at the end of the day, I think it's a great honor to be involved in the game, and sometimes we need to push the envelope and force change so that the things that you remembered as a kid, we can recreate those things for the new generations to come. Thanks.
Thanks, Mark.